Hello, my name's Liza, and I have been writing something that is dear to my heart. In January of 2015, I was diagnosed with stomach cancer, and these are some of my thoughts and feelings over this last year. Here I was, January 12th, 2015, going in early for an upper endoscopy to find out if I have gluten allergy or possibly celiac that the doctor was so confident it would be. Because he assured me he has seen so many of these things that he is pretty sure it was one of these. Boy, was he completely wrong. And it showed in his face as he woke me from the anesthesia, as he ran to get my folks in the waiting room. He said, "I have something to talk to you about." Then ran off, leaving me half asleep, really scared and crying. He came back with my folks carrying a paper. He said, "Liza, you have a mass completely blocking the flow of your stomach. I have spoken to a surgeon at Missouri Baptist and already have you direct admitted. And the mass is 2 centimeters and it's cancer." I told him I wanted to see. He said he didn't want me to see it. I told him I am a nurse and I can handle it. Every bit of my mind and body was filled with shock, filled with being scared in this deep, dark fog as I peered upon the images, forever set in my mind, cancer. The next 10 months, all the while I work full-time, I will have 3 types of chemo, 20 rounds of chemotherapy in total. Been told I was inoperable and that the cancer metastasized to my liver, and will be on chemo for the rest of my life, forever how long that life would be. You see, doctor was giving up on me. All the books he studied told him once the stomach cancer spread to the liver, we are to quit. Everything in Google said the same thing. So in true Liza fashion, I refuse to quit. I will not give up. On my own, research for a doctor at Siteman Cancer Center. I found a surgeon to meet with and go over my scans, where she told me that the stomach cancer spread to my liver and I was inoperable. She said if after chemo and more scans, that if the oncologist thought if I would be a candidate for surgery, I could meet with her again. That was June. So in July, I started the BRIGHTER trial, study of a drug that attacks the stem cells in conjunction with chemo. Not sure if I am to be on the actual drug or a placebo. Then one day in August, I was told my liver was clear, and then another scan. Was told it was clear and no lesions at all. It looked normal, and then I was told to see the surgeon. Through many more tests, she approved me for surgery. So what I had was a partial gastrectomy, removal 80% of my stomach and 20 lymph nodes around that were all tested and negative. There is so much more to me than the adenocarcinoma. There is so much more to me than the stomach cancer. I am me. I am Liza. A mother of a son who is a United States Navy sailor. I am a mother of a daughter who has autism. I am a daughter of a woman who fought 2 years in cervical cancer and lost. I am a granddaughter of a woman who fought stage 4 lung cancer and lost. So doc, when you stand there looking at me, look at all of me. Because it takes all of me to fight. I am a nurse, healthcare administrator, a foodie, lover of music, and most of all, a human being with so much to live for. So doc, when you treat adenocarcinoma, remember that you are treating all of me. Remember, I will not give up, and you should not either. Survivorship, surviving, coping Liza's way. I find myself jumping into the deep end, radical exposure to a reality of evil beyond comprehension, hearing for the first time the C word. I am placed in a position of knowing and listening to things I did not want to know, things I never asked to know. But in these moments, I made a conscious choice to know and listen and to deal. Being able to make that choice means having a certain confidence and strength that comes with the experience in processing these unwanted realities. strength and courage that I never knew I had in the depths of my soul. It is important for me to have a solid awareness of my own subtle patterns of denial, as well as finding my coping skills. My goal is to go close as I can tolerate without doing emotional harm to myself. Some examples of emotional harm would be finding myself distracted or disassociated in the presence of friends and family, frequent intrusive thoughts and images of my own death, experiencing compassion fatigue, sensing a weakening of therapeutic boundaries, depression, or losing the joy of life. In the beginning, it was hard for me to find my way through this jungle of cancer, to find myself pushing harder and harder to make the simple activities of the day with a huge smile on my face. Pushing myself and making it one day at a time, sunshine began to fill my days of hope. Brings me to the impulsive moment one day after one of my chemo sessions, going to Branson. What the hell, let's go zipline. Making my father and sister go with me, facing this moment that terrified me ended up transforming me. Belted up, hands shaken, then opening of the gate, and off I went 300 feet off the ground, flying over the tops of the trees. I opened my arms, and with everything in me, letting go. Letting go of all my pain, depression, need to control, and fear of dying. Gaining an even deeper sense of strength that I feel that one can only come from face-to-face of fear. I know with all of my being that I can do this. No matter what, I will survive. To be a 40-year-old facing this fight head on, taking on stomach cancer full force, I have everything to live for, many more moments to cherish, to tell my story and to inspire others. You got this. We do not have to be afraid. We have a new C word now, and it's called Cancer Fight Club. Brings me to a quote that I once read and held on to. Strength is born in the deep silence of long-suffering hearts, not amidst joy. Felicia Hemans. With cancer comes brutally honest. Brutally honest comes with a negative aura. What is that? Why must it relate to negativity? I always thought I was brutally honest before cancer, and then bam. Cancer happened to me as I was living my life, thinking nothing like cancer would ever touch me, and then it did. I sit watching people walk around me at the gas station, around Target, and wonder if their lives have been touched by this dreadful disease. Do they fully understand life and the depths of what it takes of a soul to fight and stay alive? What matters most to them, the pillows they are buying for their couch? I hear meaningless conversations as I stand in line to check out and shake my head. People's focus is on meaningless things of life, looking past what matters most, missing the great moments of children they are raising, the loved one they have standing right in front of them. I don't want to live a life of sugarcoating. Sugarcoating the world makes it heavy, and I am tired of carrying that much around with me. Most people say they like that I am brutally honest. Then when I have to deliver some honesty to them, they get their feelings hurt and cry and then run away. I had thought before cancer that I truly knew myself and accepted myself. I believed that I had accepted the good and the bad parts of myself and decisions I had made. During my fight with cancer is when I began to accept and love myself fully, accepted my decisions, embraced who I am inside and out. I am finding along my journey now over 133 days of no evidence of cancer, that I am able to love and accept others more deeply than I had before because I have fully and accepted and loved myself. One thing I would like to share is that whatever your passion or whatever you really enjoy in life, make sure you feed your soul with what inspires you. Not what you think your loved ones around you wants to feed your soul. What truly, deep down inside you, inspires you. I became brutally honest with myself, finally, that I was living my life for what others wanted me to do. My life up until now is thoughts so conflicted of what I really enjoy in life and what others influenced me to enjoy. I wonder how many other people have realized this. Questioning something as small as certain wine taste or a song choice was influenced by someone, but was this truly me? Meditating on my passions and what I really enjoy would be my new focus on my journey now. I encourage others to do the same. Sit and think often in silence and meditate on what brings you that feeling of freedom, warmth, and acceptance inside. Being authentic in my life, I really thought I had been. I had learned early that I needed to wear a pretty mask, smiling on my face no matter what life throws at me. Only the very close to me knew what was really going on during some of my harder times. So much change had come with cancer when it walked in that door. So many thoughts running through my mind and evaluating my journey up to that point. Most of all, I am grateful for many things that cancer allowed me to see deeper, feel deeper, and live deeper. Wake up, people. Life is happening all around you. We all will die. But until then, let's live.